Oh, you know what? I'm gonna tell a story. I'm gonna tell everybody what's going on. I'm gonna update everybody.
Oh yeah, court.
We went to court this week.
Oh shit, yeah.
I told y'all we would come back to it.
What are we supposed to be talking about?
Man, ain't
Court?
no motherfucking secret. Look, my family.
All right,
Okay,
yeah, okay.
here's what fucking
Did you
happened.
sign anything that said you couldn't talk about it?
Hell no, I
No.
didn't sign anything.
No, I
Okay,
just
cool.
don't know how this shit works. I don't know.
Well, if they
This
make
shit
you-
works like if it's
they
true,
make-
I'm gonna
there's-
say it.
There's a certain
Okay.
affidavits that they can make you sign where you can't talk about it. But since they didn't,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all like I told that motherfucking judge. I looked in the eye. I said, "Hey, look, motherfucker." I'm just kidding. Ain't none of that happened.
he looked at his camera.
I did.
He looked deep into his camera's eye.
Yeah,
Bro.
courts via like Zoom basically these days.
Are weird.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. Maybe
Heck
actually.
inconvenient
I
when
think
you
I
gotta
like
go to court
it.
in Las Vegas.
Yeah, or anywhere really. The energy is a lot cooler in your kitchen than it is
Yeah.
in the
really?
motherfucking courtroom.
Hey, King Panda.
That's part of the gang. You should
I'm
be on
the
the couch
only
over
king.
here. You should have just came and just jumped on the camera. That's where you should be. I'm just kidding. Hey, little brother. Good to see you. Good to see you. So we having this motherfucking court date come up. Let me first explain that my nephew's been in foster care. We won't get into why he's in foster care, but he was in foster care at 1 year old. And me and Faeble tried to get this little motherfucker, right? And we did all the right shit. And he ended up going to his auntie. And his auntie, who I'm not related to, we're all half siblings. His auntie, 2 years later, gave this motherfucker back into foster care. And the foster care agency didn't fucking contact us. They didn't fucking get a hold of us.
I just
even,
like forgot
Yeah, they
that
just
we were an
dropped
option.
them.
even though we was up in their system, even though we was in there. And I thought that was like an open and closed case when we finally found out he was in there. I was like, well, look, y'all just overlooked protocol. My wife instantly, she was on all day looking up the legalese and this shit, just being a fierce mama bear about this shit. And she saw, and it looked like 7 different slam dunks from what the fuck she looked up. I mean, I'm like looking at the same shit the lawyer's gonna look up. And I'm even telling the foster care people, I was like, don't you have obligation to contact us and blah, blah, blah. And they said, nah, but when we got up in court, the judge was like, y'all had an obligation to contact these people. I'm like, fucking for real, thank you. Saying the exact thing that we said from day motherfucking one. And then everybody's like, oh, they're like, she was like, have y'all contacted them? And they were like, looked at the files, and they were like, no. She's like, well, I think they should go through the Davises. Let's give that a little bit of time to simmer, give y'all a few weeks to say otherwise, but I think they should come. I was
Yeah,
like,
they're basically like, whoa, we're gonna double check our paperwork and see why we didn't contact them. And she was like, well, y'all do that, and we'll get back on December 1st.
And look, I wasn't this motherfucking ratchet. I wasn't this ratchet in court, okay? But there was a point, and our lawyer told us before, she's like, look, just don't say anything in court. And I'm like, this motherfucker don't know our family. She don't even know anything about me or where I come from or anything that could help her even make that kind of call or say that kind of dumb shit. Because as soon as I could, I was raising my hand. And eventually the judge was like, I see your hand, Mr. Davis. You're going to have to just give us a few minutes. I'm like, My lawyer's messaging me. It's like, what do you want me to tell him? I'm like, fuck. So I'm telling her, but I'm just waiting for my turn. And then I start to speak up, and the judge is like, are you sure you want to say something? Just know that you're under whatever. I was like, oh no, I understand. Yes, I want to say something. Absolutely. I'm kind of upset that they chose his aunt over us, who was less qualified. And boy, I wasn't that ratchet about it, but I did call it out. And then everybody just got quiet. Like, I was like, yeah, look at you. So hopefully we'll have another goddamn kid here before Christmas. Yep. Where he should have been too. He's the whole reason why we had our son, because we had fucking baby fever, and we were so caught up in the process of getting this motherfucker. Yeah. Dad power, judge power, mom power, bro. It all came together. Mama put the most work in it. I felt like a sloth, bro. She was like on her shit, and then finally I'm talking to the state, and she's all I'm doing is getting told like, babe, stop yelling at the caseworker. I'm like, but her parents were like, I felt like that was measured. That was fine. Because I'm like, look, lady, I'm going to sue the shit out of y'all. You don't give me my motherfucking baby. That's like, I was about 75% to that much ratchet, honestly. But I wasn't demeaning or anything. I was just like, am I not supposed to be distressed right now? Like, this kid was lost because of neglect, more or less, in the broadest strokes possible. And all I'm seeing is motherfucking neglect. So could somebody get their shit together before? And I'm like, y'all, I carried my way all the way up to the top. I was like, okay,
Yeah, that's true.
cool. Let me talk to your boss then. I'm gonna need to talk to your boss because I'm sure. And I told some of the last ones going. I was like, no. You gonna need to. Your boss is gonna want to talk to me before a lawyer gets involved, like for real, because y'all are clearly fucking up. Anyways, y'all pray for us. Y'all pray for the greatest good of this child. That's what I've been praying for the greatest good of this baby. And I know we're gonna fill him up with so much love. There's gonna be discipline and moments and me apologizing and shit, but it's gonna be a lot of love too. Bro, we got you. We'll adopt you for sure.